Have you guys ever said yes to something and right after saying yes,
Yes.
yes, so fine, so fun. And honestly, I've done it so much time. Like I'm pretty confident I spent hundreds of hours in my life doing something that I wouldn't want to do, right? So today we're going to talk about our ability or our inability to say no. Okay. And to kick this off, let's just talk about the cost of saying yes, right? Let's look at the other side. Because when you say yes, there are a couple costs. The very first one, pretty obvious, is the time and the effort that you set aside for the activity that you're committed to, right? So let's say you have a buddy who needs help moving a couch on a Saturday morning, and it takes 2 to 3 hours to do it. That's what I'm talking about, the 2 to 3 hours to do it, right? The second cost that I'm talking about is what I like to call emotional bandwidth. Right, so we'll take the same example of having a buddy that needs help moving on a Sabbath, right? So Friday, workday goes by super slow because you're really excited about seeing your favorite band Friday night, right? You go see your favorite band, but you can't enjoy yourself too much. You can't stay out too late because you have your buddy to help out Saturday morning, right? So Saturday morning rolls around, you wake up, have your coffee, go help your buddy, and it takes, like I said, 2 to 3 hours to do it. You go home, you have the rest of the day to enjoy yourself. You wake up on Sunday, have a cup of coffee, go to church. Then you find yourself complaining to your pastor. My knees are aching, or my back. You wouldn't believe this couch, and he lives upstairs. Like, why did I say yes, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is the second cost that you have, right? Is that emotional bandwidth. Because although realistically you only spent 2 to 3 hours over there licking the couch, like emotionally, mentally, you're holding that couch for a lot longer than those 2 to 3 hours, right? Now, I'm a pretty nice guy, so when people ask me for help, I'll weigh out the costs. Do I have the time? Do I have the emotional bandwidth? I won't lie, there's been a couple of times where I feel super guilty about saying no, so I say yes, right? And it pushes my emotional bandwidth. Now, I'll tell you from experience, using guilt as a fuel to emotionally expand yourself doesn't lead to success, right? That's not a good formula. So if you can, avoid it. Don't let guilt be the reason you say yes to it, okay? So how do you say no to a person? I like to use what I call a bridge method, where they build a bridge and get over it. I'm kidding.
Or just give them $100 bill and say, go hire somebody.
Yeah, go hire somebody. That's actually pretty close. So, not close. So my bridge is made up of 3 things, right? First thing is you understand and acknowledge the thing that they're asking you for. The second thing that you do is you state your reality. And then lastly, you present an alternative, right? So let's say that I have a cousin. He calls me, he says, Angel, you wouldn't believe this. I blew up my toilet today, like literally blew it up. Bought a new toilet and I need help installing it like tonight, right? Because I gotta go or whatever, right? So I listen to him, this is how I tell him no. Buddy, that's crazy. I want to hear about the story later. Thanks for thinking of me to help you do this, that you trust me to help you, right? But realistically, I can't. I'm stuck inside an escape room and I'm not escaping. Not tonight, okay? But I do know a really great plumbing company. And you text you the number. Maybe they could do it for you, right? So it's just $100 and not whatever. So that's a really soft way to tell a person no, right? Another rule that I like to use is that if it's not a hell yes, it's a no, right? Because there is a cost to everything that you commit yourself to. And I believe that the world deserves the best version of you when you show up to something, right? So understand that when you use the word no, sometimes that word no is a tool for self-preservation, to help you keep sharp for the things that you do want to tend to, right? So today, if something comes up around you, take a moment to understand whether you really want to commit yourself to this or not, right? And then use the bridge method, like I said, to help you give them that soft no. Thank you.